Welcome back to Fiddlesticks Golf Course Maintenance. I know it's been a while since we've had a video, so I just want to give you an update on some things going on here. I think it's very noticeable that the Loch Ness is in a little bit better condition than the Long Mean currently. So what exactly happened here? Now, we hosted the U.S. Women's Mid-Am back in September. It was probably the best conditions, especially in September, that the Long Mean's ever seen. Shortly after that championship, we got hit with Hurricane Ian. We have an older irrigation system on the Long Mean versus the Loch Ness, and there was significant damage to the Long Mean irrigation system compared to the Loch Ness. So the couple months that we went in, October, November, we were struggling getting irrigation parts, and we could not irrigate properly at 100%. We were taking irrigation pieces and putting them in certain boxes to try to make them work. It was like a 1950s Cadillac in Havana, boat motor inside of it. I mean, it was pretty challenging. We had to think outside the box in certain areas. So we kind of went in the winter not as healthy as we want it to be, and we struggled on some areas. That's obvious, you know, bunker faces, fairways, some areas in the rough. We've tried to add extra nutrients to these areas. I've had our turf consultant come out, take a look. We've had other superintendents in the area come have a look. A lot of the golf courses in this area are starting to see a trend, and it's a big topic in our industry right now, is Bermuda Mites. Bermuda mites live within the sheath of the grass inside, and it's really hard to get any kind of contact kill on them. Here's a little clip from Paste Turf showing you an example of what these mites look like and how they crawl around in the sheath. Well, before it kills a plant, it kind of grows in a weird, erratic pattern, which is called a witch's broom. It'll grow up in a stem, and all of a sudden you'll see like a bunch of small leaf grass on the top, all kind of puffed at the end. It's not an ideal for the turf to grow like this. There's not very many chemical options to treat these pests. However, just recently, there's a new label chemistry that's approved now for Florida golf courses. So we're still in the testing stages to see if this chemical is going to work or not. Its claim to fame is the fact that it's systemic, which means it gets inside the plant, so as soon as the mite tries to attack it, that chemistry then gets ingested in the mite, and they die. That's the idea, that's the plan, but again, we're still in the testing stages. Look, we notice these areas, all right? This is not something we haven't tried to help and cure. Now that we've had a turn in the weather, we got some better things coming, we feel like. And with the addition of this new chemistry, we think we can get a grasp on this. But again, that chemistry is still in the testing stages. What we do have to do in the summer is do some things a little differently for cultural practices to help stimulate this growth and get a healthier plant for the next following winter. Now, the Loch Ness isn't out of the woodworks. We are starting to see signs of these mites popping up. Again, this is a challenge throughout Southwest Florida right now, and we don't know if it's something post-hurricane, but we are seeing heavier populations since the storm. So we're keeping an eye on some of these areas in the Loch Ness and trying to stay ahead of this mite issue before it gets any worse. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please let me know. Any superintendents who want to share this video with their membership, please feel free to do so. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care now.